It doesn't get better than this. Incredible.
A big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video.
Morning everybody, and fantastic to see you all again. So today I am in a place where I learnt a big amount of my photography, and it's only about 10 minutes from where I live, but it is incredible. So excited. And I think I've got so lucky this morning because it's foggy. Oh, I'm quite excited. It was in this exact spot that I learned that I just need to turn around more. I've walked past this tree so many times, and usually I'm walking up in this direction in the dark. So when I walk back down, and sometimes I don't come this way, I go back down a different way, but when I walk back down, I don't look this way. But this is where I took this shot, and yeah, as much as being also one of the early woodland shots I took, I also learned so much. I'm just looking over here, and I'm hoping the fog's going to go down a bit because the fog's just a little bit high at the moment. But hey, who cares? Can come back because it's close, really close. I love coming out early in the morning, but it is difficult sometimes to get up, and especially if you've got a really long drive ahead of you. But what I love so much about local photography, and the reason that I've just written a book all about it and my favourite photos from around my local area and why I love it so much, is because it's close, because you can get there really quickly. And some days you get lucky like today, but some days it's not, but you can just come back. It doesn't matter. I love it so much. But for your landscape, there's going to be somebody somewhere in the world that hasn't seen it, that does find it different. So for instance, if you imagine people that have maybe, say somebody was born in Antarctica and all they'd ever seen was penguins and icebergs, the things that most people around the world would love to go and photograph because it's so different an environment to them. Imagine if they just turned up in Texas, or turned up on a desert, or turned up in a field. They would go, wow, this is incredible, and they'd think it was absolutely amazing. And they probably want to photograph that way more than the last 20 years, 30 years of the ice that they'd seen. And I think what you've got to do in the local environment is just find beauty in the familiar. And everyone's going to look at this and go, well, it's easy for you to say, look where you live. But trust me, there was a long time where I just craved to go to places like Iceland and Europe and the Faroe Islands. But yeah, wow, I think the fog's clearing a little bit now, and it's starting to become amazing over there. But yeah, this is really flat around here. This is the one hill around here, but apart from that, it's just called the Cheshire Plain, and it is super flat. So, literally 10 minutes after leaving the car, I'm on top of the local hill where I live, called the Cloud. And yeah, I love it up here. It's funny, isn't it? As humans, we crave change, we crave things that are unique. And the familiar becomes a bit boring to us, I think. So I think the sun's going to come up over there, and I'm hoping that as the sun comes across here, we're going to start to see some trees down here, but it is quite dense fog. The other advantage I've got here is that there's a little bit of woodland down there that I could go back into. Look at this. Oh wow. It doesn't get better than this. Incredible. So as you can see behind me, it's sort of clearing, but it's just a little bit too high, the fog, so I'm not 100% sure what to do now. Do I stay here? Even locally, you still have the same dilemma, but you know that you can come back. There's always going to be another day. I have never seen the conditions like this, which is again incredible considering I've been here hundreds of times. But yeah, the cloud's just a little bit higher than it usually is. It's usually a little bit lower than this, but oh wow, it looks good over there. So I think what I'm going to do is, rather than go and try and find a different location, because again, a great benefit of local photography is I can come back and get another location. I'm going to embrace the minimalism. So I'm just going to wait for this just to pop out here and take that. But oh my word, look at the sun over here. It's so flipping amazing. It's just got like a halo around it, which looks absolutely fantastic. When it's foggy like this, you've got to keep checking your lens just in case it, oh, it's getting better now. I think it's going to really improve now. Wow, just look at this. It is so spectacular.
It's a hard thing to know that your soul will stay hollow.
So it's starting to clear a little bit and drop now, so I think what I'm going to do is get my long lens on and just try and pick out details. I'll certainly get it ready anyway. There's another fog photographer over there and it looks really good with him just silhouetted over there. This is amazing.
All I do is slipping through my fingers when he turns and walks away. Yes, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh, this looks incredible now. It really does. Just look at this. So I've got like a really nice set of clouds. Clouds can often make such a big difference. Again, if you're living in an area that's not super hilly or amazing, you could maybe just find a lone tree and then just concentrate on the clouds. You know, use clouds for compositions. But it's starting to reveal itself all over now here, and I am, well, I'm lucky, aren't I? Yeah, let's call me lucky to live here, but I didn't used to appreciate it. I think Close to Calm, my book Close to Calm, is definitely the most proudest moment for me to do that, because I've come from circle from you know, not thinking the photos are any good from here to, I remember when Mass came over and he said, this is just incredible, and again I just took it for granted. But I think this shot should be pretty good. God, the fog's coming in. I've left my drone flying. Oh no! Right, let's get my drone down. Ah!
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrow, what for? You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow.
Whilst I'm just waiting for the clouds to clear here, one of the great things about local photography, oh, it just looks so good in that direction, is just having a project, coming back to the same place and photographing it in changing conditions. It might be the same tree, it might be the same location like this, and I'll show you some photos here that I've taken. And it's just really rewarding. You know, you start to know it a little bit better, and that can really, really help. So one of the things that I always say is, when you want to improve your photography, just go with a longer lens, because picking out details simplifies the landscape and it's way easier to find compositions. But the other way to improve your photography is just local photography. Just go out and practice techniques, use your camera more, and you'll definitely improve your photography. Local photography is how I learned the majority of my photography, and it's just so cool. Oh, the sun's just gone behind the cloud now, you can just see the ring of it. Right, I'm just going to pick out details here. So I'm just shooting over in this direction at the moment. I'll show you what I've got. It's pretty good. So I'm just shooting where these trees are just being revealed here. I'm hoping that something's going to reveal down below here, just sort of down in this direction. But yeah, there's definitely stuff being revealed now everywhere. It looks so cool. Well, I tell you, it is it's quite I'm getting quite overexcited here, but it does reduce the pressure knowing that it's, you know, this condition's a bit back. But no matter how, oh my god, over there just looks so good. Sorry, I'm interrupted. It's these trees here, they just look really cool as they're just coming out of the mist. They look so cool. I've got to look everywhere because it's changing so quickly. God, it's just so amazing. Just even over there is good as well. Like, oh, look at this over here. This is pretty good as well. Oh, it's a fox. Look at this. Just a visit from a fox. Hello. Hello. Well, that fox encounter was amazing. I'm distracted a little bit, but anyway, there's a really nice tree and house just down here, and I've never seen it before, and I've just got a shot of it. I think that's really cool. Oh, this is probably some of the nicest conditions at the moment where the fog's just lifting. It looks absolutely amazing. It really doesn't get better than this. Yes! Come on, come on.
Don't you wait until the morning light, far away until you're out of sight,
Quite like just the farm at the bottom and then just leading to the fog at the top. It's just so mysterious. Oh, there's so many bits like that. Oh, there's shots everywhere. There's a shot here that I've taken so many times before, but I'm in a different angle here, over here, and it looks pretty cool from this angle. It's just a matter of just picking things out, just like little interesting things. Oh, it's just so good, that. Just this farmhouse that I'm really liking, just down here. I think it works so well. I could go wide and get the top bit in, or I could go much closer and not vertical. I think both are okay, so I'll take both of them. In the background there, it's exceptional at the moment. Oh my god, it looks good. Look at this. Look at the background. Could go right in on that with my 400 maybe. This is so good. So I learned how to do this here. So the first time I did a drone sort of selfie around that as it's not doing it properly now. Yeah, so the first time I did this and I learned how to do this, then I did it here and I perfected it, and it's not doing it right now. But then I could go and do that in Iceland and other places and not panic about it so much. So it didn't just help my photography, it's helped my videography as well. And yeah, this is just amazing, isn't it? What a morning. Doesn't get better. It really doesn't. So I've just been doing some focus stacking of this area here. I don't think the shot works, I'll show you, but one of the things that I mentioned earlier was just learning, and there's two different parts to that. There's learning composition, which I've improved so much, especially my woodland photography, by doing it locally. But the other thing is just learning techniques and how your camera works, and focus stacking, exposure bracketing. You can go and do that in your garden locally, but you know, you can come out to somewhere like this and just practice some things. And it's just such a good way of improving. Oh, this is just so spectacular. I've got to take more photos, but whoa, nah, I'm joking. I wasn't joking.
'Cause you gotta live now while you can. Gotta live
With
now
photography,
while you can.
you've got to take it in. You've got to have a sort of more mindful mindset and take your time and not try and get your camera out too quickly. I always say, have an apple. I forgot my apple, but it's so important when you've got conditions like this just stop looking through your camera and start looking at the landscape, because that's when you spot things, that's when you get the best shots. And that, for me, is why I love just coming to somewhere like this where I can come back again and again, because I can start to practice that mindset. I can start to, you know, I often come here without my camera and observe things, and that really, really helps. My new book, Close to Calm, is something that I feel is a never-ending project, if I'm honest. I've been thinking about, it was actually the first book I was going to release years and years ago, but I wanted to try and get better photos of my local environment because I could. But yeah, it's a never-ending project, but it is, I had to stop somewhere, and I'm really proud of it. It's available to pre-order. It'll be available for the next week to pre-order, I think, and then that's it. And if you pre-order it, you get your name in the book, and there's going to be a golden ticket in one of them, and in one, I don't know where, it's going to be random, anywhere in the world, whoever gets that golden ticket, I will come to them for a few days and help them photograph their environment whenever they want. Right, I don't want to leave here. This is so spectacular. That was an amazing morning. It really was. So I think what we'll do now is what I do like doing most with my photos. We'll go and have a look at them, edit them, but then print them out, because it's so nice when you come on a morning like this to get back and just see your photo in print. Oh, do you know what? It's still a shot over there, I think. It's clouds coming over. It's a really weird morning. It's getting quite cloudy now, so we're getting sort of all sorts of strange lighting conditions. I'm going to keep my camera out just in case anything spectacular happens. But yeah, that was pretty good. Have a drink to celebrate. Oh, that's cold. Right, let's go.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was such a magnificent trip up the cloud, and a place that's literally 10 minutes away from where I live. the photos turned out amazing. I've actually printed some out, and I've got some really exciting news about these prints that I'll tell you at the end. This is another one that I really like, with this sort of lone tree that I picked out with my 100 to 400 lens. And yeah, so you saw this image when I was just walking up and just speaking there, and yeah, I'm glad I took that wider angle shot. It worked incredibly well. So my new book, Close to Calm, that's all about the locations around here, and actually there's a section just about Borders of the Cloud where I went, is out now to pre-order. And also my good friend Ali Pottinger has done the illustrations for the book. So for each section heading, she's painted these pictures that I've included into the book, and they look absolutely amazing. So all these section headings here, it's about the quiet side of photography, I suppose. That's why there's a lot of woodland photos in the book. And I can send the book all over the world. Last book I think I sent, Luscantire, was sent to about 80 countries. And if you want your name in the book, then you have to pre-order it by the 10th of April. That's when I've got to send it off to print, so we actually get some physical books to send out. And there's obviously a deadline for that. So that's the 10th of April if you want your name in the book. And the final thing is there's going to be a golden ticket in a book. So one book will have a golden ticket in it, and I will do a one-to-one to anybody that gets that ticket, and I'll come to you and we'll try and do some photography in your local area. So I don't know where that's going to be. It could be anywhere in the world, and I'll come to you and do a one-to-one. Right, so before I tell you a little bit more about the prints, I just want to say about this week's sponsor, and that is Squarespace. Squarespace have been a fantastic supporter of the channel and are a fantastic platform if you're looking to build your own website, set up a domain, and maybe launch your business as a photographer, or maybe just share your images as an amateur photographer, because you're in control of your images. It's super easy to set up galleries, to set up a blog, and to even build email lists as well, so you can send out emails to people if you're maybe publishing your own calendar or book. So go to squarespace.com/Nigel to get 10% off, or use offer code Nigel. There's a link in the description below. Okay, more about this print, but more importantly, the paper. I've launched my own paper with PhotoSpeed, and it's super sustainable. I'm going to do a video all about it and all about printing. More about that coming. If you are interested in getting some of this paper, because I suspect it's going to sell out pretty soon, I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, it's called Natural Smooth, and it's the most sustainable paper that PhotoSpeed have ever made. Okay, just pause it quickly before I go. I'm just editing this now, and I've just remembered that I have a landscape photography course for local photography that I did with Master Peter Everson last year. There's a link in the description. There's a good discount as well. If you're interested, go and check it out. Whew, what a lot to get through. What an amazing time. Anyway, see you in a Sunday to follow. I don't know when. Might be next, might be the weekend after that.